Hey ladies, happy 4th of July. So I just want to record a little video to talk to you guys about how we're going to do our meal plan this week. So what you're going to be receiving, and I'm going to put this in the files section of the group. If you can't access that, let me or Allie know and we can email you these. So what's going to be in the file is I gave you guys like 5 different breakfast ideas, a lunch idea. The reason I didn't give more lunch ideas is because I really recommend to save money to use dinner leftovers for lunch the next day, so you can try that. And then I put another Shakeology recipe in there, and then I put a bunch of dinner recipes in there. So this is what I want you to do. And we're doing this because I want you to be able to, at the end of this challenge, be able to go find meals yourself and make a meal plan on your own. So we're kind of like, here's some recipes. Last week we fully gave you the meal plan. This week I'm going to give you some recipes that I've handpicked, that I've tried them all. They're amazing. And then maybe next week we can help you start to meal plan on your own. So what I do is I sit down with my notepad for the week, okay, and I flip through the dinner recipes first, and I just say what looks good. I also think about what is left over in my freezer. Do I have any leftover meats? What kind of things that I have left over for that. So I first do that, and I just write down the names of the recipes that I want to use, and then I might print them off. The next thing I do is I think about, so I do Shakeology for breakfast and I do lunch leftovers. So I don't really eat a lot of the breakfast, but they're great meals if you're at home and you want to make your own breakfast and take your Shakeology for your second meal of the day. That's great. So that's what I do a lot of times. And a lot of the breakfasts that I was talking about, the little egg muffin things you'll see in there, are great snacks. So that's another idea. Also, I'm going to be posting a few videos this week and even today that have like 5 or 6 different ways you can mix up your containers to get vegetables, fruit, just to do something totally different. So I'm going to post those so you guys can get some more snack ideas. So once I have my dinners written out, then I look and like, okay, what do I want to take for snacks? And I write down those as well. Then I just take off my piece of paper, rip it, set it down, and then I go through and I look at the ingredients in those recipes, and I just think, do I have that? Do I have that? Do I have that? Anything I don't have, I just write it down on my shopping list. And then once I'm all done, I actually rewrite my shopping list one more time. I take it to the kitchen just to double check that I don't have any food that I'm wasting, because I don't want to buy seconds of things I already have. And then I just write them down in the order that they show up in the store. One of the reasons I do that is so that I'm not wandering the aisles just kind of buying whatever, but I'm very specific and determined when I go to the store. I know exactly what I'm buying. I only buy what's on my list. I'm not allowed to buy anything else. And if I know exactly where it is and everything's all organized, I'm not going to bypass other things that I shouldn't be buying that aren't healthy and are just going to kind of waste money. So hopefully that helps. Comment below if you have any questions or need any help. Me and Allie would love to get on a video call with you to help you with this personally, or we can get on the phone with you, whatever you need, or if you want to try it out yourself, that's great. As far as containers go, I usually just measure when I'm making the dinner. Some of the recipes I put on there say how many containers there are. Some of them do not, because we kind of want you to get practice. So I don't worry too much about containers when I'm buying my ingredients. I just kind of measure out as I go. And again, if any of your dinners make leftovers, freeze the leftovers. This is a great thing to do. That's what we did last night, Friday night. That's usually when we would have gone out to dinner because we're like, oh, I don't want to make dinner. Well, we saved money from not going out to eat, and we used leftover food that was in our freezer. The very last idea, I want to share a quick recipe with you. If you guys have leftover vegetables at the end of the week, what I do is I get out my giant electric skillet, okay, and I turn the heat up to like medium-high, and I put a little bit of olive oil or avocado oil in the bottom, okay. I chop up all my veggies, whatever they are. I throw them in there, along with some chicken that I have diced up, that I put some Mrs. Dash seasoning on it. She has a lot of different flavors. I like the original blend that has a yellow top. But I'll throw those in there with the vegetables, let them cook. I usually let the chicken cook first, and then I add in the veggies, let them cook, and I cook it really hot because I like my vegetables to get kind of browned. So I'll stir them around, cook it hot, and just let it sit for a second so it kind of burns a little bit. And then sometimes I'll add in some garlic. I add garlic in towards the end because it seems to burn really quickly, and I'll just move this stuff over to the side of the pan, put a tiny bit of oil in there, let the garlic get brown, move it around, and then mix it in with the whole thing. And then sometimes I put a little bit of Bragg's liquid aminos on top. It's like soy sauce, but it's half the sodium, and it's better for you if you take a look for it. It's called Bragg's. And I do that, and that's what we use as like kind of our garbage disposal meeting or meal every Friday. so that we're cleaning out, so we're getting one extra meal that we're not having to buy stuff for. So hopefully that helps. Comment below. Let us know, are you nervous about meal prep this week, or are you excited and ready to take on the challenge? Hope you guys have a great day. Bye.